Dear students, let us learn Sociology Chapter 4 Social Problems. Since this chapter is very big, let us learn part by part. What are the important concepts we are going to study in this unit? Child labor, sexual harassment on children, female foeticide, hunger and malnutrition, gender discrimination, child marriage, human trafficking of children, and what are the steps taken to solve the problem. So first let us learn what is the meaning of child labor. Usually the labor of children of underage children is considered as child labor. According to Indian Constitution, if the children below the age of 14 years are working for the purpose of earning money or for financial consideration, then it is called as a child labor. In developing countries like India, misuse of children is also referred as a very important problem, and this children working below the age of 14 years is a big social problem. As per the census report of 2011, 12.6 million children are under forced labor in houses. We can see the children working in houses, factories, agriculture, and various other fields. Similarly, 215 million children are in forced labor worldwide. So, the forced labor has reduced the intellectual and physical health of the children. Children miss their education and gradually they disappear before they could develop some skilled. So, let us once again learn who is called as a child labor. As said earlier, any children who are below 14 years and out of school are considered as child labor, whether they work for money or not, either or within their house or outside their house, all of them are called as child labor. Can they go out and work after 15 years? No, it is not so. The government has amended the law, and according to the law of 2016, adolescent labor prohibition, that they cannot work everywhere. So, this law has been amended. That is, certain changes were brought to the law in 1986. That is called as the Law of Child Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act has been barred children above 15 years engaging in the dangerous work. And also children who are below 14 years are not to be taken as laborers. We will learn about this more in the future classes. So here is a picture of a child labor. You can see here how children are working in the hotels. This is a common picture we see. You might have seen the children working in the garages, hotels, canteens, or in the building construction. Here also you can see how small girls, they are working in the building construction. They are all below 14 years. So this is called as a child labor. According to the Child Adolescent Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act, which was introduced by the Indian Constitution, it says that no children below 14 years should be employed in any sector for any reason. According to the Article 14 of the Indian Constitution, if anybody employs the children, a fine of rupees 50,000 and 2 years of imprisonment is the punishment which is given for those who violate the law. Any family cannot change their children of below 14 years in any household activities during the school hours. If they are engaged, the parents and the head of the family is declared as offenders. That is, they have done the offense, and a rupees of 10,000 is imposed as a punishment fine. As per this act, children below the age of 15 and 18 are considered as adolescent children, and these adolescent children should not be employed in any dangerous employment. Dangerous means, suppose if they are employed in the chemical industries or any such, and if they are employed, if they violate the rule, then a fine of rupees 50,000 is also imposed on the violators. So the main aim is to stop the child labor. Legally, it is binding on every Indian not to employ the children below the 14 years of age. Now let us see what are the reasons for child labor. Lack of social environment that honors and protect child rights is the main reason for child labor. That is, we can also see child marriages, human trafficking of children. That is, the small children are sold. The greedy owners who strive, they want to employ the small children because they can pay very less to the children. Less wages are paid, whereas the work taken from them is more. So they are all the important reason for the child labor. Due to agricultural crisis which has resulted in the drought or any other reasons, natural calamities, then there is a migration of families to the urban centers. From villages they shift to cities, and the children, what do? They end up there working, and they are employed in the hotels, firecrackers or manufacturing units and other dangerous sectors which fall under unorganized sector. So failure to implement compulsory and universal education has resulted in the non-availability of education to all the children. All the children do not get the opportunity to get the education. Then the parents, they will employ their children in the hotels or any other places. This has further increased in the participation of children in the labor. So failure of implementation of Land Reforms Act and Minimum Wages Act probably has resulted in the poor condition of the families, and if the families are poor, they forcefully employ their children to work under such circumstances, and naturally there will be an increase in the child labor. Once again, here is a picture which will give us a very clear idea how the small children are employed. What are the reasons? Mainly because of the poverty which we can see in the families, or whenever there is a natural calamity, the families shift from village to cities, and to lead a life they employ their children. Now, what are the demerits of child labor? Child labor affects the physical and psychological growth of the children negatively. Definitely, all the children who work or the child labor, they suffer from various health issues. And what are the health issues faced by the adults will be faced by the small children. And the children at a very tender age, they become illiterates. They lack the school education. They do not know how to read and write because they are not going for the school. So there will be an increase in the illiteracy. As a result, they miss their basic right. Education is a basic right of every individual, which will be lacking by these children. Child labor, it will also restrict the social and economic mobility of the families. The children are the main targets for exploitation, and this crisis leads to child marriage, and as I said earlier, human trafficking, selling of the children like the commodities or as an animal, will also increase. As a result of this, the risk of sexual exploitation has also become more among the children. Especially the girls are sexually harassed. Many of the children, they get infected with various diseases like AIDS, and other problems are also faced by the children. Since they are very tender, physically also they will be tortured. Physically also they become deformed. One of the major solutions to solve all this child labor is the children below 18 years should not be employed in the labor. They should not be made as a child labor. Instead, these children has to be sent to the school. So the holistic approach and the participation from all sections of the society is needed. It is not that only poor family has to send their children to the school. It is the responsibility of every individual to send their children to the school, because the society can develop only when all the children become literate. So one of the major solutions for the problem of child labor is to ensuring all the children below 18 years to be in the school. So every child has to purposely go to the school, and they have to participate in the education. So what are the important things we observe in the society is ensuring gender equality always. That is the first important need of the society. That means both male and female, boys and the girls should be treated equally. That is the first step which has to be taken. Secondly, stopping migration of helpless family. Whenever the family is in financial critical condition, what do? They shift to the cities. That has to be stopped. So when the migration is stopped, naturally the parents will settle in one place and they will send the child to the school. Thirdly, creating awareness on child marriage and human trafficking. Physically, mentally and psychologically, the children will be tender before 18 years. So the marriage takes place. If the child marriage takes place, it is going to lead to various problems. So that has to be made aware to the parents, and the human trafficking also has to be reduced, or it has to be stopped. How to solve this? By creating awareness to the parents. Fourthly, ensuring a better implementation of child rights through Grama Panchayat. Especially we can see child marriages, human trafficking and other problems more in the villages. That is why the law has to be implemented, and better implementation, that law has to be put into practice strictly, and everyone should be made aware about the child rights through the Grama Panchayat. So these are the four important holistic approach, so that all the sections of the society will participate in eradicating the major problem called as the child labor. Another important concept we have to discuss here is sexual violence against the children. So Protecting the Children from Sexual Offences Act has been implemented in 2012. Mainly, the purpose was there was an increase in the sexual offences against the children in the families and the public spaces. That is why, in order to eradicate this problem from the society, the act was introduced in 2012. According to this act, any act of unsafe touch, exploitation, violence, harassment and assault on any children, it may be a boy or a girl, under the age of 18 years, is considered as a sexual offense. And this act was brought into effect. It was implemented on June 19, 2012. What are the important features of this act? Penetrative sexual assault, aggravated penetrative sexual assault, aggravated sexual assault, sexual harassment, using children to produce pornographic movies, collection of absence photographs. So all this is considered as a criminal offense. So there should not be any kind of sexual harassment either to boy or for a girl. And if the children are used to make the blue films or such things, then it is a big offense. If any of this above mentioned violence happens on the children, based on the nature of violence, severe punishments are imposed on the violator, because it is against to the law. So what is the main thing the society has to observe here? We have to stop the sexual harassment. You can see in this picture how the child abuse has to be stopped, and there should be a breaking the silence to end the sexual abuse against the children. So these are the important concepts we have studied under part 1.